Yo, it's Demon Records. I'm Sad Blue Demon, and I'm here with the one and only, bro.
Maso and
Yes,
this motherfucker, man, we
Sirski.
gang tell you.
Yes,
Trying to put you
Sirski.
down, man, not around always.
Man, this nigga, bro. I already fuck with his vibe. Look, so, man, tell the people, man, how you feeling, man? How old are you?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. 22 years of age. St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised, born in U City, you know.
A word?
Just regular fly nigga shit, man, you know.
Yes, Sirski. So, man, tell us, man, how did you get your start with music? Like,
Um, Honestly, my start with music was kind of different than most people. Growing up, I used to want to be a musician, but not necessarily. I used to have other ventures. Like, I straight used to want to be an aeronautical engineer
yo, that's lit,
before I
bro.
wanted to make music
That's
type
hard.
shit. But I was a junior in high school, and my friends had basically had talked our way into getting the audio production class type
What?
shit. So we got a studio space, and my homeboys was making beats and shit, and there wasn't no rappers for real. Like, didn't nobody want to be a rapper, so I
What?
couldn't make beats. I ain't play no instrument, so I was like, shit, I'm gonna be a rapper then.
Hey.
And that's kind of when it first started. I made my first
Right.
song in 2017, I think, 2017.
That's hard.
Um,
Well, so what was your first song name?
it's on SoundCloud right now. It's called On the Wave.
On the way.
That
I think I
motherfucker
heard
hard.
that. I think I heard that
I
motherfucker.
still
Hold
love that
on.
song. It's actually a hard ass song. But yeah, that was my first one. And
That's
then after that, we started, just dibbling and dabbling. Our school paid for us to go to a studio, Shock City
what?
Studios on the south side. Yeah, so that was kind of the little ventures that we was on during that point in time. More,
Really putting in work and getting action in for real,
Yeah,
man.
as young niggas.
Yeah, for real. So like, when back then and now, how do you get in the mood to like make a song? You gotta smoke a blunt first. You just gotta have a clear mind. Like, what gets you in the
Honestly,
mood?
for real, it all depends. It's real subjective because, like, I have times when I don't even want to make music. Like, right now I'm on a break. I don't even really want to make music.
Hey, I
But
feel
then I
you.
have times when, like, shit, I can just go in the studio, I hear a beat and it's over with. Like, as soon as I
Facts.
hear that beat, go ahead, pull it up. It ain't no process. We don't sit and write. As
Hey,
soon as
just
we hear the
straight
beat,
get in the mode to it. Get
yeah,
straight
just
into
go
it.
ahead, get straight to it. I don't never sit and write
Hey.
and do none of that. You hear that beat, and if you like it, if that's the one, then it's the one, and you got to keep going and keep working after that.
I fuck with that, CD. Just keep that vibe going, man. So how do y'all keep that vibe going in the studio, man? Y'all just like, you just go with a lot of people you know, or like, do you know the engineers personally at times, or?
Honestly, I won't say I don't work with people who I don't know,
Facts, yeah.
but I try to build relationships with my producers. That way, when I do go in the studio, it's not like a big thing. Trying to figure out if I'm gonna fuck with the vibe or if I'm gonna fuck with their beats. You
Yeah,
know what
for
I
real.
mean? I'll say more so when we go in the studio now. It's no real game plan, but we know that we there to work. So we just go in there. We don't need weed and all that other shit.
Facts.
Of course, it adds to the environment, to the atmosphere of the studio.
Right.
But it's not necessarily like we need anything. Like, if that's what we on today, we on the cook up vibe, and we just going in there motherfucker to cook up, like,
I'm
regardless.
fucking with that.
Yeah.
For real, for real. What can you say is a song that you put work into, but you were still like, nah, scratch that, I could do better?
Um,
What song did you maybe take multiple takes on? Like you were like, nah,
you know what?
let me get that right.
It's actually funny because I don't really do that with my songs. Like, if I'm finna make that motherfucker, I'm finna just go ahead and make it. I do have older songs that I probably never dropped that I wanna redo, or, you know what I mean, like remaster and do something to them just so I can give them an official release. Shout out to my boy Zane. The last song that I did that gave me trouble, cause like when I go in the studio and make songs, we can make songs in less than an hour, like 45
Facts.
minutes.
For real.
So last song that maybe took me like an hour, 30 minutes was my song Man of Steel off of Poster
Still,
Boy.
yeah, that's
Just because I wanted the theme to be consistent and cohesive, and I wanted it to sound a certain way. I didn't want to just put some shit out there. So I took a little bit more of my time and made sure that I did that one a little bit better. But still, even then, like, it wasn't like we was erasing shit. I was just pacing myself as I was going through the song. Like, nah, wait, give me a second. Let me, you know what I mean?
yeah, facts.
Let me just get this little voice inflection. Let me get this bar or this cadence right real quick before we keep going. So that was more so the main thing.
So right now, who are you trusting with your vocals? Like, who's your main engineer mixer,
Um,
mastering?
Really, I only really fuck with two engineers. Them the only two people that I really trust with my voice currently right now.
Facts
Um,
though.
my boy Josh Van Hornbeck and my boy Zane, aka OMG Waterboy. That's the
You
dude who
Waterboy.
did all the production and the mixing on Poster Boy.
Well, shout out
Um,
to him because
yeah, shout out to my nigga Zane, man.
that shit was crazy. Everything like song after song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Yeah.
So like, what can you say? What would you categorize your music as?
Um, Honestly, I like to say that I'm in a lane of my own, but I let people kind of decide what type of music I make. But to me, all of my music is like inspired by like punk bands and a lot of underground music. Like a lot of my favorite punk bands, like The Clash or Death, which is an all-black punk band. Um, so it have those elements of like that real hardcore, heavy wave to it, but at the same time, it's like some real nigga shit too. So it appeals to different audiences.
Nah, for real, for
So
real.
I don't really define it as anything. I let other people kind of put their own label on it, and we can go from there.
Call it what you call it, man. It's good as fuck. It's amazing music. I'm looking.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna call it. No cap,
tell
bro.
you.
No tease though. But so I see you using Apple Music and SoundCloud. What would you say, like, if you to a younger artist, what would you say would be the best platform for them to grow a fan base?
Honestly, I would tell a younger artist probably not to use something like SoundCloud or Apple Music because they too oversaturated. I would say
Right.
try to do the something that's trendy right now. I'm not really like a person that clings on the trends, but
Right.
I'm more of a business-minded person and more on the business savvy tip. And I wish that me and my friends could do this. So I would advise younger people to do this. Get your music on like the reels and like on TikToks or whatever social media is really booming at that time, because it don't matter where your music at. You can have your music on YouTube with one video where motherfuckers got to go to YouTube to hear that motherfucker. If they fuck with the song, that traffic, it don't matter
They
where
don't
you at.
slow
The traffic
down.
gonna come, yeah. So find out what's going on with the people around your age, with the scene that you tapped into, and just attack that more than trying to get your music on like SoundCloud or Apple Music and think that you're gonna blow up that way, because a lot of people aren't really going on Apple Music searching out new artists. Like, I don't know about you, but I haven't been on
Yeah.
Apple Music looking for a brand new artist in hellas. Or like going
Nah,
on
for real.
SoundCloud being like, damn, who the next hot artist that's coming out of Atlanta or that's coming out of LA? Like, there's not too many people that's doing that no more like they used to in like 2016,
Yeah, I'm telling you,
2015.
it's changed for me. I think I find most of my artists on TikTok and Instagram Explore page because I'm gonna scroll through that. That's
Oh, God.
it's created for me. So I just going through that, I find artists just going crazy. So yeah, I say use it, but don't use it to
I
an
say-
extent where that be your only source.
Exactly. I was gonna say I would definitely say use it, utilize it to your best ability. Make sure that
Facts.
motherfuckers hear your shit. Don't hold it. You know what I mean? Don't just make shit and hold it. But at the same time, don't be mad when you uploading shit to SoundCloud or to Apple Music and people not necessarily just listening to your shit off rip, because that's just not how music works anymore. You know what I mean? If you're trying to lock into a target audience, then
Facts.
find whatever is in your interest and what app is in your interest. You know what I mean? That's tailored
For real
to
though.
tailored to you, and then attack it that way.
No lie, man. Spitting knowledge on them for real though, because I'll tell you. I think I started on SoundCloud, and then I just progressively. But that was like early in like 2018, 2017, like just straight off of SoundCloud, Apple Music. Then I'm like, nah, I need to expand to Spotify. I need to
Yeah.
expand to anything, bro. And like, man, I'll tell you right now, TikTok. I think that's one of the most eye-catching apps right now. And for them, they just spit out whatever. You like one underground song, you got another 10 underground artists popping up on your For You page. So yeah, for real though. But who could you say, as artist-wise, inspired you and your music?
This is a real funny question because a lot of my music inspiration comes from two different eras, and these eras are two drastically different eras. So I'd say the SoundCloud era from like 2016 to like 2018.
Prime time.
So like niggas like Cardi, Yachty, and then a lot of the DMV rappers like Lil Dude, Luciano, and Gunu. Those were a lot of my influences. But then, like, if we going like straight to my influences, like when I was a kid, I used to listen to a lot of West Coast rap and a lot of East Coast rap as well. So like from Eric B and Rakim and like KRS-One from Boogie Down Productions to like Eazy-E to DOC, Ice-T, like. Yeah, that shit get deep because I'm a straight hip hop historian. I'm a music historian, period. Like,
facts.
I listen to everything. The first concerts I ever went to before my own concert was all country music concerts. I had never been to a rap concert before.
Nah. What was that first experience like? How did you?
It was my show. It was my show at Blueberry Hill in 2017, and that shit was crazy. I didn't expect that shit to be how it was. It was a time. That shit was crazy. I never forget that shit.
Now, as an artist, would you go and perform at a country spot?
Hell yeah. I'd turn their ass up.
What? Oh, God.
I had their ass mad as hell. They'd be sitting there looking at me like I'm crazy as hell because I'd be in that motherfucker getting busy.
I'm telling you, you can turn that bitch up. If there was one place you could perform in the world, one place, what would it be? Where would it be?
Man, that's crazy as hell. I ain't gonna lie, I'd probably say somewhere like a Japanese nightclub.
Nah, for real
Like a Japanese nightclub on like a Saturday.
Some karaoke shit?
Nah, like at like an actual like, cause you know they have like the culture clubs over there, so they be having like clubs where they play like predominantly hip hop music or they play like predominantly this type of music. Yeah, I want to go there and like do a show out there, and that shit'd be hard. Like I think that shit'd be hella fun. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I think that'd be lit as hell. What? Why did I not know about that? Hey, yo, let's get a flight to Japan real quick.
I don't care how many people I'm telling you. Myself in that motherfucker.
I'm telling you, be up there lit. With all the music you're doing, you got a lot of support from family. Like, do they pull up to the shows and shit like that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I try not to be too, I try not to pop my shit too much. So it's only certain family members that really know what's going on. But of course, the ones that know what's going on, they know what the fuck going on. They always come out to support. Yeah, they always come out to support. My sister, love my sister. Shout out to Morgan. She always coming out to support, bringing her friends.
Hey, shout out.
My cousins, they always coming out. So yeah, big shout out to all the family and friends that come out to support. Wouldn't do shit without y'all coming out having fun with me. So
nah, for real, you can't do it without the people that support you. For real, that's really the ones that be putting everybody else on. You put yourself on, and then they help you do that. For real. So what upcoming shows you got, man? What upcoming shows you got?
Honestly, right now I'm done doing shows.
Done for the year?
I'm done for the year. My last show was on Friday. So yeah, I'm done doing shows right now. Next show will probably be sometime in January.
Starting the year off right.
Starting the first quarter off right. I always gotta start the first quarter off with a bang. So this year, I dropped a project. Yep. So I'm hoping for next year to maybe drop a little EP or something small, something slight. I'm also gonna drop a Poster Boy Deluxe. So that's coming out sometime soon in the first quarter, between January and March. And then I'm trying to host a motherfucking Project X party. I got to get the logistics of all of that worked out. But once I get all that worked out, it's gonna be crazy. Like for real. That's more so though. I just want everybody to come out and have fun. I don't want it to be under the guise of like a show. You know what I'm saying? Where people feel like they gotta come and they gotta know all the music and all that. Like, nah, just come out and fuck with us.
Yeah,
like,
people need a place where they can really just come and chill.
Just
for real.
Chill, yeah, and
smoke a blunt. You feel me?
Not have to worry about shit. Yeah, and just have fun with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Room full of motherfuckers on the same time, on the same vibe. We ain't gotta worry about no bullshit going on. You know what I mean? And I think that's one of the best parts about our scene. We don't have parties that end in fights. We don't have parties that end in shootings and none of that shit.
For real though.
Which being from our city is some real different shit. You don't see that everywhere.
Nah, for real though. I feel like a lot of people at shows, they don't really try to get to know each other as they should, man. Everybody just need to even come together, man, have fun at shows. Shows supposed to be fun in a motherfucker, boy. I know I be having fun, boy. I be lit
turned.
just seeing everybody else perform. I be like, hell yeah, turn that bitch up.
And just seeing everybody in one secular space just kicking it. Is always a beautiful sight to see.
No matter who it is, everybody gonna turn up in that bitch, for sure.
For real.
For sure, bro. So, can you tell us, like, what do you do outside of music? I like your fashion sense.
I ain't gonna disclose my actual job. I'll talk to you about that off camera.
Yeah,
but,
you know.
But I am employed. I work full time, you know what I'm saying? So, but in my leisure time, I'm a curator. So, I curate fashion shoots. I work with different fashion houses and brands around the United States. Mainly hometown brands, but a few from, you know, different places like New York and LA. My favorite brand to collaborate with is Coup de Grace. It's owned by my boy Casey Cone.
I just like the name of that shit.
Yeah, that motherfucker is fire. Another brand that I work with is Off Point Vintage, run by my boy Miles. Good ass military and just other like very rare exclusive pieces of clothing that you ain't gonna never find nowhere else. So I help people with like their portfolios and like doing shoots and shit. I work with a lot of different photographers, do shoots around the city for myself, little shit like that. I do all my covers. All my covers. I did the cover for Poster Boy. I do all my covers for my shows.
That shit was giving models for real.
Yeah.
No cap, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
Damn, so you really doing all the works behind all your shit for real? Mastermind behind it all for real?
Everything except for the producing and the engineering. I do everything else pretty much. Yep.
That's lit, bro. Tell us about your fashion influence. Like, what can you say? What era or like?
Honestly,
what?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like I'm gonna keep it real bean right now. So my big brother Kyler is like really like my fashion guru.
No way.
That's the nigga who like when I was always a skating nigga, so I always grew up in skate culture. So like a lot of the shit that's been like popular over the past 10 years, I've always been influenced by it. It's always been my swag. Like I said, growing up, I used to love playing the skate games that got me into punk being one of my influences as well. So living in the Midwest, you know, we got that type of grungy, dark aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of developed from there.
Got swag for real.
Yeah, but when I was like 14, my brother, he really just started like, he started really like just doing his own little thing, and it made me very comfortable enough to be like, man, I'm finna do what the fuck I want to do now. So that's kind of where our fashion sense came from.
Hey,
and it was a lot of like heavy brands. Like before niggas knew what Raf Simons was.
Yeah.
Raf Simons, bro, was 14, 15 with Raf Simons OG Wegos and fucking Rick Owens Creech pants and all sorts of shit. Like, so yeah, we been on that wave. That's how my name became MASOOOO, because I used to wear a lot of Supreme back then. And I bought that shit from like him and other of my friends. So yeah, that's where that shit really came from. We been on that fashion shit for damn near 10 years now. But it just kind of
really putting your foot in that shit.
Yeah, as times come around, you know, shit become cooler and things, you know, kind of change. So it's become more of a thing where people fuck with that shit more now than they used to.
Oh no, you put your feng shui on that shit for real. You put that shit on.
Appreciate it, gang. Appreciate it.
Fuck with your fits for real. But okay, so with that being said, what type of music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of shit. I listen to a lot of Atlanta music for real.
They be
so
sliding.
like, man, them niggas be snapping. Like, I listen to a lot of Bermuda Ye, 1504 Mute Baby. Who else? It's a lot of niggas. SG Batman, Destroy Lonely. Shit, who else? Homicide Gang.
Man, they go
niggas go
nuts, bro. For real though.
Who else? And then for real, I listen to a lot of St. Louis music too. Like over a lot of shit. Like I listen to a lot of St. Louis music, like Krista Celestial, my nigga Shred, Spider Guru, Tizo Dark. I've been listening to a lot of Tizo Dark lately. That nigga snap.
Man.
Kai, of course, Kai Bugs. Yeah. Sad Blue Demon.
Oh, fuck with me. Appreciate you, gang, for real though.
Who else? Sir. Let me think. My little brother Racky. My boy Wody, SF Wody. It's a lot of St. Louis niggas I listen to, but mostly the underground
oh, God.
St. Louis.
The underground
niggas,
got its own swag, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. I'll pick the underground over mainstream any day.
Every day. Especially from where we from. Don't know niggas really be talking about shit like,
For
I feel
real.
like our underground got such a different marketability than the St. Louis like popular swag, cause you can listen to our music anywhere and motherfuckers gonna be like, that shit hit.
Yeah, they gonna
Versus
be like,
niggas like
damn,
who
what's
just
that?
coming out with like, niggas make the same song 50 times over and that shit get weak
And they
after
just
a time.
reiterate that shit.
That shit get weak after a certain period of time.
I'm
Nobody want to hear
telling
the
you.
same song by a different artist, but it sound the same as somebody else's song that they put out 6 years ago.
Like, we get
Nobody
it.
wanna
She
hear
broke
that
your
again.
heart, you getting money.
Yeah, your e-brake work on your car, we got you, gang. Yeah.
Your car hit 750. You know, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Oh god, yeah, yeah.
No, but, okay, but
For real though. For real. Them motherfuckers ain't trying to hear that no more.
nobody's trying to hear that. Give me something real. But let's talk about your recent project. Like,
Let's get
what
it.
was the meaning behind it for you? Like, what did that mean?
This gonna
dropping that
straight be
project?
so funny, dude. So basically, I took some pictures over the summer, right? And I was looking at the pictures and I started thinking about some. There's this girl from New York,
Right.
and she came out with this tape called Poster Girl. Her name is Talia Goddess, and I love her music. Her music hard as fuck, right? And for some odd reason, I was just fried as fuck one day, and I was like, I'm looking at this picture, and I'm like, damn, I'm just gonna do something. And I made a thing kind of like in the vein of her poster for her
Right.
cover art for her tape or whatever, right? And that motherfucker was so hard, and people was like, what is this? This a tape? And I lied to somebody and said, yeah. And from then on, like, I was like, fuck it, I'm finna make a tape called Poster Boy. And I like straight like got in the studio, started making songs. Like, it wasn't like a lot of my other tapes, like my last tape 7, it was a straight
Right.
clear cut theme. Like, I knew that I
Yeah.
wanted to make a 7 Deadly Sins tape. I knew what I wanted to base it off of, like the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. It was all planned out. Like, I knew that shit. This one was like, I saw some shit, I was fried, people was fucking with it, and I was like, damn. So might as well like just get in the studio and make some shit. Like,
On me.
I actually had got in the studio with bruh with Waterboy, and we was just in there and we was making some shit, and I was like, man, yeah, I'm finna go ahead and make this motherfucker a whole tape. And
On me.
I put it together and I made it super cohesive and just made it something that I was very proud of. A whole new sound.
Yeah, for
Every
real, for real.
song was different. I tried to make it
Nothing
a
was dull,
mixture.
for real.
Yeah, I tried to make it a mixture of songs that I had leaked on my SoundCloud and songs that I had made fresh in the studio. And it was like everything was remixed and put out, you know, just a little bit differently. So if you hear it on SoundCloud versus hearing it on Apple Music or like the official
Right.
release, it sound different. I just wanted to make something that I was proud of. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make
Facts.
something close to you're out of that I was proud of, for real.
It definitely, you can definitely feel that in the music. Music is in, like, I feel like the music had energy to it. Like, every single song, you was like, damn, what? Why he talking to me like that? Like, what? Like,
What's your
nah.
favorite song off that motherfucker?
I say either Man of Steel or Phoenix. Those two, those just up there for me.
Them like the people's choices. Everybody like Phoenix. That's like
Man,
the one.
I'll tell you what, Phoenix be jumping. I'm telling you, with the bass. What's your favorite song?
That's actually a good question. I don't know. I got 2. My 2 favorite songs would probably be GT Music, which is a good ass song. I think that's a good ass song. It was just hype. That was one of the songs that they got in there, and I made that motherfucking like 30 minutes.
What?
And I was just going crazy. Like, as soon as I heard the beat, I knew what I wanted to say. I knew how I wanted to come. So I was just punching in. Like, I was just going.
Let me catch
whole
my breath.
song.
Come on.
Yeah, literally, just let me catch my breath, and I'm back on his ass. Like, I was on that time with that motherfucker. And then, Too Far Gone, which is the intro.
Right.
That's my favorite song personally because, I don't. Like I said, everything was trying to be a little different than every last tape. It's more so perfecting your swag from the last tape to the next one. So for this one, I was trying to kind of slow down a little bit, let the beat breathe. You know what I'm saying? Let motherfuckers catch that vibe, and you know what I mean. I wasn't really ad lib heavy. It was more
not at all.
ambience. You know what I mean? You just have to listen to what I'm saying and kind of catch that swag, and that was really the vibe for that one. So Too Far Gone is really my #1 favorite song because it's just a real,
That shit set the tone for you.
Yeah, that's really just how
Yeah.
my days be like, man. Like, I'm geeked up and I'm all alone, man. Goddamn me, too many feelings today.
For real though.
For real.
Smoking, that's my favorite thing when I do when I wake up. So
Yeah, for
playing
real.
that in the AM for real.
That's
Wake
one of them.
bake.
That's one of them AM wake bake
Wake
songs
and bakes
for real,
for
where
real.
you like you don't even want to get out of bed. Yo, I might
Oh,
have to go
God.
to work. You smoking like, man, I'm finna go back to sleep in this motherfucker. Fuck it.
For real though.
Yeah.
So like, what's an average day for you like?
Shit, average day, wake up early in the morning, go to work. After I get off
Facts.
work, it all depends. Might go see family, might go get me some food, you know what I'm saying, and then go back to the crib, for real, and mastermind how I'm gonna take over the world again, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Just keep that shit going.
Keep plotting.
It's not about who get there the fastest, it's about who lasts in this race. So I'm
real
just
though.
waking up every morning, putting more shit in my journal, in my mental diary, and just, keeping it going. I don't have a lot of time for foolishness or playing, and you know what I mean?
Nah, for real though.
So I just
all the bullshit
you
is
know what
gone.
I'm saying? Yeah, I try to take care of my business, and then, you know what I'm saying, just get back to whatever it is I need to do. Or, you know what I
Facts.
mean? Or I kick it with gang.
Yeah.
And that's about it, for real. Yeah.
No, for real, I think wake up, go to work. Little thing about me, I work at a dispensary, so I'm just
fire.
selling weed all day for real.
That's fire.
And then I come here, I think about songs for real. I think as an artist, one thing I would say is consistency is key. So like, how would you say that you stay consistent, or how do you stay consistent yourself?
I feel like I've developed a cheat code when it comes to making music, because I feel like a lot of people burn themselves out by working too much. You know what I mean? So I still live life. You know what I mean? I still do shit. I go out by myself, or, you know what I mean? I might go out with the gang, but I go out by myself and just go do some shit, get into some shit. Go to the bar, have a drink, go get me some food by myself, you know what I'm saying? Take me a ride, go find me someplace, you know what I'm saying? A gallery or something, just something chill. And that's when I do lock back into the studio, you know what I'm saying? Now I got something to rap about. Niggas be getting in raps and just be saying any fucking thing and just...
I just want to rap.
Yeah, like it be like, you just be like, man, your ass just got in the booth and just started rapping about anything. Like, you ain't even got no story, you ain't got no theme, you just rapping, bro. Like, I don't want to hear nobody that's just rapping. Like, I want to hear something. I want to hear you say, just, even if it ain't lyrical, you ain't even got to be no lyrical, miracle ass nigga. Just say something that's captivating, even if it ain't, you know what I mean?
For
just
real,
have a little bit of swag with it. That's all it takes. And a lot of people just get in there and be saying everything they think somebody want to hear.
That's where people's getting this shit wrong.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to appeal to everybody, bro. Not everybody gonna like your shit.
You can't appease everybody, man.
I'm
you gotta make
telling you.
music for yourself.
If you don't enjoy the music, nobody gonna enjoy that shit,
nobody
bro.
gonna enjoy that shit. So yeah.
I do not give a fuck if you drink lean and then
that shit, like,
you get a drive by.
That's dead. All that super tough shit too is dead.
Come on, bro.
Don't nobody want to hear all that extra tough shit no more.
It was the other day. Somebody came up to me, and they were like, "Bro, I like your sound. You're not doing what everybody else is doing. It's a nice change." I'm like, "Damn, I appreciate that." You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to sound like the next person. I don't want nobody to be able to say you sound like this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I can't compare your. I don't know nobody that sound like you. No cap.
No, God,
like,
and I appreciate that.
for real,
that's
though.
what I'm going for. So I appreciate
real.
that you on the same wavelength, because
Yeah.
that's what we supposed to be doing. You know
Nah,
what I
for
mean?
real,
It's all
'cause
about originality.
I'm telling you, man, the more authentic you are, the more people will see that, bro. People love authenticity, for real, for real.
Exactly.
So, just tell us, what's your message to anyone chasing a dream, man? What would be the one thing you let them know?
Honestly, like I said earlier, this ain't no motherfucking race, man.
Nope.
Pace yourself. Just know how to take every day, you know. Take advantage of every day.
Facts.
You know, take hold of your own destiny, you know. Just do what makes you happy, and just make sure that you do it to your, fullest capability. Don't half-ass nothing. If you gonna do it right, and just go ahead and get it done. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people pay attention to other people too much. Focus on yourself.
Please.
If you want to do something, If you want to do something and you genuinely want to do it, do it. Don't do it because other people want to do it. Do it because you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let other people influence you too much. You can get influenced by people. You can love people. You know what I'm saying? But don't never make somebody else's personality your own. You know what I mean? Stay true to yourself and just make sure that whatever you're doing, you enjoy doing that for real. That ain't nobody else telling you to do it, that you actually want to do it.
Real shit, man. We appreciate y'all for watching. We about to take this little intermission.
Gang.
Real gang shit. Real poster boy shit. Real Samuel Demon shit. Man, I appreciate your vibe for real.
Oh, you already
You so
know,
genuine, bro. I love that shit. Gang. Hey, real shit.
Jeremy Scott's up on my feet, came out the ashes like a phoenix. Really lit as shit, I rap, this ain't no cap, boy, I ain't tweaking. And we do this shit for real. Brody, I'm tryna catch a kill. I die for all my